Zach, I do not want to necessarily talk about this game because last year you and I picked Notre Dame to be the Spoilermakers. That did not work out very well when Notre Dame won like 66 to nothing or something. But
What?
this one's different. All right, this one's different. Notre Dame will not get beat 66 to nothing. I am very confident in that. Zach, what's your confidence level?
I think I blocked out last year's game out of my memory.
Yeah.
What they win by again? Oh, 66 nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that one. Oh, did Dylan or did Jeremiah Love just score again? Sorry.
Yes.
I don't think it'll be as bad as last year. I think that's maybe the understatement of the century.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be honest. I was impressed. Like I think I said this a couple days ago on our takeaways. Purdue's going to give some teams some issues. Like I think Browne, he's a competitor. Like he certainly had he had the 3 picks. That was not good. But I mean USC's a good team, and they hung in there. It was not. I mean, it was 30-10 at one point. So I mean, it was over. But I thought they battled, they competed, the effort was there. I thought some players flashed. So like overall, I'm really encouraged by the trajectory of Purdue. Notre Dame's ticked. Marcus Freeman, there's a lot out there right now saying Freeman's a bad coach. He made a bad hire. Chris Ash probably should not be the defensive coordinator. They lost Al Golden.
Shocked.
They lost Al Golden. Well, to be fair, he was the head coach. He was pretty good for Ohio State as defensive coordinator. But I think someone made the point, I forget who it was, but someone made the point that if Al Golden was still the defensive coordinator at Notre Dame, they probably would be 2-0 and not 0-2. So don't look at 0-2 for Notre Dame and be like, oh, they're bad. No, they're still really good. They're probably not going to make the playoff, but they're still a playoff caliber team. And I think that's what makes the USC Notre Dame game really intriguing because I think it actually is a really good measuring stick for USC in a couple weeks. But that being said, I just don't think Purdue has the weapons to really exploit the fish that you were talking about, the nickelback slot corner for Notre Dame. And I do think we're going to be able to see Notre Dame run on Purdue quite a bit. So I don't think it's as bad as last year. Nothing can be as bad as last year. But I do think Notre Dame does win.
Blue Wolverine came with a $5 super chat. Blue Wolverine, we appreciate that. Said Michigan at Nebraska is the split natty bowl. Talking about, what was that, 97, 98? I think it was 97.
Yep.
Back then. So, yes, great history there for us, Blue Wolverine. We're going to get to that one here at the end, but I'm excited to break that one down. That's going to be a great game. And, yeah, we'll refer to it that way for sure. We got the hot seat bowl, we got the split natty bowl, all the bowls. We'll have all the bowls here.
Love it.
Let's see. We had Trojan Fight was asking, where is Al Golden now? He is with the Bengals. He is defensive coordinator at the Bengals right now. So, so Notre Dame, they're trying to pull up the name here really fast. I have Hobbs. That's right. Hobbs is the nickelback for Notre Dame that was really picked on last game by Texas A&M. Christian Gray, he's not been great either this season. Honestly, it's kind of just been Leonard Moore that's been good in that secondary. I mean, I don't think the safeties have been as bad as the nickel in the corner there, but it's not been great for the secondary of Notre Dame. As long as you pretty much stay away from Leonard Moore, you should be fine. And, I mean, Leonard Moore will probably be on Nitro Tuggle most of the game, but I find it really interesting. This game is set at 24.5 in favor of Notre Dame on FanDuel, over under at 54.5. This game opened at 26.5, Zach. Purdue fans, Purdue people have moved it by 2 points. After last season, I did not expect Purdue to move the line on a game against Notre Dame at Notre Dame, albeit by that much. But here we are. So congrats to the people believing in Purdue out there. Now, I don't think Purdue's going to win this game, but I do think this game could be closer than maybe some people think it is. Now, I would not be surprised at all if this game ends up like Wisconsin, Alabama, and they just kind of run away with it there and go crazy. But, you know, new starting quarterback for Notre Dame. I guess they could be really, really mad and try to go at this Purdue team like they did last year, but I just don't think this is the same Purdue team. I mean, Barry Odom in his press conference this week was kind of going off. Like, there were some reporters that were like, you know, is this a really good stepping point for the program that you gave USC such a good game? And like, just like the anger on his face, like, I don't care that we gave him a good game. We lost, and I hate losing. It's like, all right,
Good.
I didn't hear that out of Ryan Walters last year. You know, not exactly the same fire, but it really does feel like Barry Odom believes in this team. And there's some coaches. I mean, you go listen to Luke Fickell right now. Unfortunately, it doesn't really sound like he believes in his team all that much. Well, more to them in the next preview. But Barry Odom, I got to be honest. I still don't know if there's any specimen on this Purdue team. But I think this is a much, much better team than some people are giving credit for. Yeah. And I think by the end of the season, you might just have a bowl-eligible Purdue team.
Whoa.
And if that happens, that is going to be huge. Looking at the schedule, looking where this team was at before, that would be absolutely insane for this team to get there. But it could possibly happen.
Yep.
Purdue has good enough wide receivers. I think Ryan Browne, as long as he stays healthy, he is kind of the great equalizer for any matchup they go up against. And I don't think Notre Dame has really faced a quarterback with the running ability of one Ryan Browne. I honestly think that Browne's mobility in this one is going to be the great equalizer. Now, Marcel Reed, I forgot, he's the Texas A&M quarterback, so he has running ability too. But what Purdue does with Ryan Browne and how much they utilize him, I think it's going to be really important in this one. As long as he doesn't get hurt, you know, heaven forbid anything like that happens, but as long as he doesn't get hurt, I think this is going to be a huge aspect of this game. And I think this Purdue defense is going to give Notre Dame's offense more issues than they're prepared for, because right now this Notre Dame offensive line is not good, Zach. Yeah, the tackles are letting up a ton of pressure. Nunnally and Madden on the edges are doing pretty good for this Purdue team right now. Now, I'm not saying they're Mikhail Kamara or anything like that, but they're doing pretty good for this team, and I think Purdue has something here, and I think they have a better secondary than some people are going to give them credit for. At least the corners. The safeties haven't been fantastic, but overall in this one, I still think Notre Dame wins, but this game is going to be closer than some people think. And I have Purdue covering in this one 34-17.
Yeah. Before I give mine, did you say CJ Carr is not playing?
No, I said he's playing.
Oh, you did? Okay. For some reason I thought you said that they were replacing their quarterback, but maybe you said that in saying that he replaced Riley Leonard. I just misunderstood. Oh, okay. That's fine. I think they cover as well. And I think it could be a little higher scoring. I think Ryan Browne, with his mobility, can do a little bit of what Marcel Reed did. Now, I don't think they're the same caliber of athlete, but I do wonder if Browne actually might be a better thrower. Mm-hmm. I think he might be a little bit more erratic, but I think he's a better thrower overall. And I think that could give Notre Dame problems in their secondary. And I wonder if the downfall for Purdue is actually going to be they can move the ball within the 20s, but struggle in the red zone. And so I think they could kick a lot of field goals. I've got 38-26 Notre Dame.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely possible. I mean, Jeremiah Love, I think he's going to have a good game in this one, even with the offensive line not blocking so well. I think at the end of the day, you just continue to go back to your best players, and Jeremiah Love, even though he's not performed the best so far this season, I think he has he still had over 5 yards per carry, 127 yards and a touchdown last week. So it's not like he's been bad or anything like that. But I do think that there is an aspect of this team that needs more from Jeremiah Love, which is still asking for a ton. Yeah. So yeah, but I think in this one, Purdue has some more juice here than some people give them credit for.
Yeah.
And I realized I picked, what did I pick? A 22 point or a 12, no, an 18-point differential. Math hard. I realized I still picked an 18-point differential, but going from 66 to nothing last year to an 18-point differential, quite the improvement.
Yeah.
Especially on the road.
Yeah.
So, what did you say your score prediction was?
38-26.
38-26. All right.